All right, so let's see them going all the way, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll keep profiling the teams, taking a look at the 16 participating teams. We've done Burkina Faso today. Next week we'll be picking some of the other teams, giving you the stats. All right, English Premier League. That's what's going down this weekend. We are in that period of the year where a lot of matches are played in a little space of time. So English Premier League going down this weekend, spread across Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Newcastle take on Chelsea, Hull City take on West Brom, Liverpool take on Sunderland, Queen's Park Rangers take on Burnley, Stoke City take on Arsenal. That's it's going to be very key because those two sides have a way of going at each other. Tottenham Hotspur will take on Crystal Palace. Well, there's some other games. Of course, Manchester City will take on Everton. West Ham will take on Swansea. Aston Villa take on Leicester. And Kule, I want you to talk about this one before you pick any other thing. Southampton against Manchester United. Nobody expected Southampton to be where they are now, even though they've lost their last two games in the English Premier League. And nobody expected Manchester United to survive with all the injuries they've had, but they still managed to get the result. So, I mean, contrast these two teams.
Yes, Southampton, nobody actually gave them, nobody ever believed that they would be in this position before now, considering the fact that they sold most of their key players, but they've actually been doing very well. Kudos to, Koeman, the coach of Ronald Koeman, the coach of the Southampton team. And though we all knew that, as they just have to enjoy, being in the top two, as it lasts, because by the time they begin to face the big teams, they will begin to stumble, which actually came to a fall. They were pummeled by Manchester City the last time out, and against Arsenal they almost ran out with a draw, but Sanchez Alexis ensured that Arsenal secured the 3 maximum point. But one problem they've had, is the fact that they've had injury problems, particularly in the midfield, and the coach is really lamenting bitterly about this. But two of their players would definitely be coming back into this. Manchester United, they've gone 4 wins in a row, and they are doing very well. It's looking like a United match.
Yeah, let's quickly talk about these guys in your picture. That's Liverpool. Well, I think what we're going to do, let's listen to what the manager has to say. That's Brendan Rodgers. We'll listen to him, and we'll come back for more on Sports This Morning.
What I've seen in the players and the character that they've shown to bounce back, because after Crystal Palace it was a real difficult moment. The run of games up until that in terms of results and performances, we just weren't quite there really, but the action and the mentality that the players have shown since that says a lot about their character and their determination to do well. So for us, as I said, we're not getting carried away. We've had 3 good performances, 3 decent results against teams that are difficult to beat, and now we just have to keep taking that confidence forward now into the next game.
All right, that was Brendan Rodgers speaking ahead of the game against Sunderland. Well, we're really pressed for time, but we'll see what we can do. Let's take a look at the big games in Europe, selected ones for you, some of the top teams across the big leagues. We've picked out some of the games in the German Bundesliga. First against second, Bayern Munich against Bayer Leverkusen, Fiorentina against Juventus, Ajax against Willem II. In Spain, the Catalan derby, Barcelona against Espanyol, and in France, league leaders Paris Saint-Germain against Nantes. In 1 minute, quickly run through this for us.
Yeah, Bayern Munich against Bayer Leverkusen is a game of the top team against the third place team. 10 points separate the two teams. From the way things are in the German Bundesliga, the Germans, Bayern Munich are firing on all cylinders, and it's looking like they will be cutting away with the 3 maximum points. The game between Fiorentina and Juventus looks, in the past, it will have been a tough one, but with the way Fiorentina have been faring so far, you want to say Juventus will just have an easy ride, because they are 7th on the league log, and they've lost about 5 games, while for Juventus they are still sitting on the top of the league, and they are looking absolutely unstoppable. The game between Ajax and Valem looks like a game that Ajax could actually take Barcelona against Espanyol. Espanyol, any day, anytime, we always give Barcelona a good run for their money. But looking at the way Espanyol has fared so far, 10 games away from home, they've actually lost 8, and you know, it's not looking really good for them. Barcelona will use this game to prepare for the big game that will be coming out, you know, the UEFA Champions League game for the coming week. So it looks like Barcelona will just be getting a victory in this one. All right.
Well, our parting shot on the show this morning will be to just give a thought to the allegations in a German TV about Russian athletes saying 99% of them use dope. You know, we're pressed for time, but how do you react to this? Is it possible? Some have denied the claim. WADA says it's going to investigate. A lot of people are calling for a probe. And you know, these allegations don't come unless there's something beneath the surface. Remember when Marion Jones was going to go down, CJ Hunter came out to say something was wrong. People said, oh no, you have other issues on your mind. But this one, how do you think everything will pan out?
Yes, the interesting part of the whole thing is the fact that the athletes leveling these allegations are athletes from Russia. One of the banned, you know, one of the athletes who was banned from.
One spoke to an undercover journalist. One came out openly to say, look, there's one currently serving a 10-year doping ban
as well. And you know, it's just sad and deserved. They said like
the Russian Federation helps,
and you know, with the promise to actually, if the athlete eventually wins, they get 5% of
share the spoils.
Share the spoils, and you know, they supply them with the substances. It's really sad, and
they hide their tests results.
You know, even the IAAF are also indicted in this
somehow. Okay, so I think WADA needs to investigate that, and so that we could get to the bottom of this. We want to have, I mean, good champions who have no blemish, champions that you can't call champions. All right, that's how we have to wrap things up on the show. But we're going to leave you with what we promised you earlier. Pictures from the Indian Super League. That's the game between Kerala Blasters and Northeast. So we'll leave you with that. Sports This Morning comes your way again next week. Bye for now.